This is the reason why this is the most hated, best-selling tool in the market today. You're gonna push and twist, and this is not easy. You know, you can love your kids, you can love your mom, you can love your grandkids, you can love your wife, but can you love a string trimmer? Well, this is the Ryobi String Trimmer. It's part of, I have it as part of the Expand It series, and I'm gonna tell you why I love it, then I'm gonna tell you why so many people hate this. This is one of the best-selling, most hated string trimmers on the market today. Thank you, Ryobi. I'm Eddie Field with Field Guided DIY. Let's dive in. The reason why I love it. First of all, it's part of the Expand It series. First off, I can do the string trimming all around the house, all around the hedges, all around the trees. Beautiful cut, just love it. Then I can get my edger attachment and slap that on there. And I can do all the edging along the driveway, along the sidewalk, along the walkway up to the front door. Beautiful job, just beautiful. Then, if I need to, I can trim the hedges. I can slap on the hedge trimmer attachment and just go to town, shape it beautiful like the origami that you see at Disney World. Just gorgeous with the hedge trimmer attachment. But wait, what if I have like a dead branch hanging over the deck? I can grab the pole saw attachment with an extension rod and I can trim that dead or dying branch, shape the tree back into normal looking so it doesn't look like a Dr. Seuss book any longer. But wait, there's more. What if down by the woods, some of the thicker stuff, this is the brush cutting attachment. So I can actually trim not just grass, but actual brush and knock that out, shape it back, or push the woods back into the woods with the brush cutting attachment. But wait, there's more. I can even till the soil in the garden bed and get it ready for the carrots and potatoes and lettuce and radishes each season. Just great. All with the Ryobi Expand It. And that's just a few of the reasons why I love the Ryobi String Trimmer Expand It. And it's all 40 volts, so I can just interchange my 40 volts with battery with my other 40 volt devices, all from Ryobi. Or Ryobi, whatever you prefer. Do you say Ryobi or Ryobi? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to find out the correct pronunciation of Ryobi. It all started with the Expand It String Trimmer. All right, eventually you're going to have to reload the string on the string trimmer, and therein lies the problem. You see, Ryobi made this interlocking head where you have to turn the arrows and line the arrows up. You don't always have to do that. You can turn your bobbin, push and twist until the arrows line up with the grommets on either side where the line comes out. Then you're gonna push and twist till you see it all line up. You should have just a clear channel that comes through like that. That is a lot like other string trimmers on the market today. That design where you can just turn the bobbin, turn the spool until you have that channel. Then you can get your line and we have daylight going through. So I'm gonna push it through and I'm gonna even up the line. This is not why people hate this. I'm getting there, stay with me. Even up the line, and then I get my handy dandy crank. So many people lose this crank or it didn't come with it. You need the crank or you're gonna be forced to use something like large channel locks or groove pliers to turn the bobbin. You're not gonna be able to turn the bump feed bobbin by hand. You're just not gonna be able to. I've even seen people use like jar openers to turn it. I guess you could do that. I don't know. I just hang on to the crank. If you lost the crank or it didn't come with it, I'll have a link in the description where you can purchase one, a replacement. But you'll need the crank for this step. What you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the crank in the direction. You'll be reeling in until you have the right length. There's nothing wrong if you hear that popping noise. So we're gonna reel it in until about there. And then you're gonna see how that lines up with the cutter? That's the perfect length. So that this guy comes around and this guy comes around. It's perfect. That's the perfect trim length. What happens, Eddie, if you lose the line inside or it gets twisted up in there? and you bump and it doesn't release anymore. What happens if you have this situation? Well, I guess I can line up the arrows with the spool, but I don't see daylight. No, you don't see daylight because there's already line in there. How are you going to get the existing twisted line or the line with the end stuck in there out? Well, this is the frustrating part. What Ryobi says is you're going to line up this arrow with that arrow. This arrow with that arrow. How are you going to do that? Well, you're going to push and twist. Oi! This is the reason why this is the most hated best-selling tool in the market today. You're going to push and twist. And this is not easy. I've had so many people complain how frustrating that is. Now, I was able to do it with great strength. I've got man hands and I've got lots of forearm strength, even at my advanced age. But that's the issue. And then from there, you can pop the bobbin out and you can access that line that's all twisted up in the game. Now, the pain doesn't end there. The pain does not end there. The pain continues on because now that we got it back apart, we have to get it back together. And so there's more pain. What we have to do is make sure you have the spring thing on there. If you lost the spring thing, there's going to be no resistance against the bump feed. You have to have a spring. I can't tell you the number of people that have reached out saying, Eddie, why it doesn't retract, it doesn't spool, it doesn't give anything. That's because invariably they've lost the spring. And I have so many folks chime back in, they say, thank you so much for telling me about the spring. I can't find it anywhere. I'll have a link in the description where you can buy replacement springs. We're going to line up our arrow, line up the spring, and push and twist. And it's not easy. And then we're going to line up our arrows to the grommets. One more. I see daylight right through there. And just to prove that I can see daylight, I'm going to send it through. There it goes. Okay, so now this is a healthy spool yet again, but I had to have so much hand strength, so much forearm strength, look at that, so much forearm strength that in order to release that, in order to find the end, and in order to find the twisted line inside. That's why this is the most hated string trimmer. Now, so many people are so exasperated with the push twist lock that they have gone to the aftermarket 2-button lock. I'm a big fan of the 2-button lock, and the word on the street is Ryobi Corporate is going back to the 2-button lock that you see here. They sell this aftermarket. I picked it up on Amazon. I'm going to be a nice guy. I'm going to have a link in the description where you can pick the 2-button lock if you're just so frustrated, you're at your wit's end and you want to throw this whole thing in the trash. Don't throw it in the trash. You can do it, the line feeding through, if you don't have the knot or if you haven't lost the end or if it's not twisted up in there. Don't throw it in the trash. You can still work, but this is a great setup that I would even consider using the 2-button lock. It works just as great. And just like the other, you line up the line with the grommets where the line comes out and you feed it through. What if you have to get inside the spool? 2-button lock. You just push the button on either side. Oh, you didn't see that, did you? Let me come closer. You push the 2 buttons, one on this side, one on that side. I push them both at the same time and it releases. And then, oh, there's a spring for the bump feed, just like we saw in the other. And I can push that out and I can access the line. I can access the spool. Then when I'm done, I just line up this hole with that tab, make sure you got your spring lined up properly, and I push that tab in a little bit. I'm being careful so I don't want to pinch my palm here, and it snaps in place. Now I'm ready to feed the line through again. But like I said, you can twist this as well. And guess what? This aftermarket one that I bought on Amazon, it fits the crank. So this crank is going to come in handy. I'm going to have a link to the crank in the description. I'm going to have a link to the 2-button spool in the description. And I'm feeling generous, so I'm going to have a link to the bulk line that's going to be twisted pair so it lasts a lot longer. I'll have a link to that in the description. But don't be frustrated. I realize this is the most hated, best-selling string trimmer on the market today. And I don't want you to be frustrated. I want you to be happy to do lawn care. You want a beautiful yard? You don't want to be angry and throwing things in the trash and cussing out the neighbors just because you've been struggling with your string trimmer all day. Oops, guess what? I lost the line. I guess I'm gonna have to go in there and get it. If you want to see how I mastered driving the zero-turn Ryobi electric lawnmower, click the image on the screen now. If you're in the market for one, or if you own a zero-turn mower, it may help you. I'll see you in the next video.